This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the afternoon of Wednesday, June 18th, 2025. I'm Alex Brown. Officials in Michigan City cut the ribbon today on the multi-million-dollar 11th Street Station building along the South Shore Line, which is being called a generational project. South Shore Line President Mike Nolan says the project is key to attracting private sector development along the railroad.
Is this vision that we could attract private sector development to invest in and around the train stations, and in so doing, bring back revenue to the state, to the county, to the cities involved, and help revitalize the cities and strengthen their downtowns.
The station features a comfortable seating area, vendor spaces, and attractions, including an exhibit showcasing the history of the South Shore Line. Meanwhile, another mixed-use project that figured to be a foundational piece of Michigan City's revitalization is being delayed by several months. The $311 million Solon development was set to break ground in July, but our partners at the Times of Northwest Indiana report Chicago-based Farpoint Development has hit a snag in securing financing. Construction is now targeted for the end of the year. A couple who graduated from Butler University has donated $1.2 million to the school to develop a leadership training initiative within the fraternity and sorority system. The Lori Ziemba and Ken Massaroni Greek Life Leadership Institute will initially focus on developmental training among Butler students who hold leadership positions in fraternities and sororities. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
To succeed, you need to stay informed. You need to be engaged. And let's face it, you need to set yourself apart from the rest by connecting with a company that brings you the best. Because in today's environment, business is an ever-moving target, and we'll help you chase it. IBJ Media. The best of business is in us. Get started at ibjmedia.com/youngprofessional.
As communities across the country mark Juneteenth, the federal holiday commemorating the end of slavery in the United States, Black entrepreneurs in the South Bend Elkhart region are navigating a moment of both celebration and reflection. Local leaders say entrepreneurship among Black residents is growing even as barriers like access to capital and commercial space continue to limit progress. From mobile food vendors to aspiring manufacturers, Indiana Black Expo South Bend chapter president Latoria Green says Black-owned businesses in the region are increasingly stepping into the spotlight.
The Ben Lounge, with them opening up and being able to have that lounge atmosphere, has been really great to be able a great addition to the community to be able to have that. There's also Perry Vine, which is a winery, Black-owned winery that's here in our community. So you're starting to see things pop up where you're starting to see a lot of people who are really taking off, if you will.
While the region has seen promising developments, Green says more support is needed to help Black-owned businesses thrive long-term. A settlement with Indiana coal producers could lead to third-party operation of coal units at Duke Energy Indiana's Cayuga Generating Station, the oldest coal-fired facility left in Duke's Hoosier portfolio. The utility previously planned to replace and retire the existing coal units. Duke's request to spend an estimated $3.3 billion on new gas units at Cayuga is still pending before the Indiana Utility Regulatory Commission. If regulators approve the plan, Duke has agreed to perform an engineering study to evaluate the technical feasibility of continued operation of the coal units by third parties that may be interested in purchasing them. After years of discussion and planning, a hotel is coming to the Indianapolis International Airport Terminal Campus. The $205.8 million project was given final approval in April, and airport leaders broke ground on the project last week. Indianapolis Airport Authority Executive Director Mario Rodriguez says it's the biggest investment directly benefiting the traveling public since the new terminal opened.
This is going to be a Westin hotel. It's going to be a high-end hotel. But what else would Indiana and Indianapolis expect of us? You know, it merges very well with the terminal, so the entrance to the city and the entrance to the state is going to be a grand entrance.
The hotel will feature 253 guest rooms along with a full-service restaurant and meeting space. Lawrence Mayor Deb Whitfield is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.